Hi Stephanie, Oceana here with G3 Agency with your free website audit for Creekstone Landscapes in Roswell, Georgia. In this free SEO website audit provided by G3 Agency, I'm going to show you 3 to 4 things that you can do to get Creekside landscapes in front of the people searching for landscaping, hardscaping, excavation, and drainage services in the Atlanta metro area. Like I said on the phone, I don't expect anything in return for this video. I am really trying to impact as many locally owned and family owned type businesses as I can this year, and this is my way of doing that. I do this stuff professionally, of course. I'm associated with G3 Agency. We're a small team of digital marketers who just have a passion for local businesses. Every day we celebrate helping more and more of them, and this is my gift to you, this video. So please use this information however you feel you would like to use it. And of course, if you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and I would love to hear how you enjoyed this video and if you learned anything. So let's just jump right in. This is your website, as I'm sure you are aware. The first thing that I always look for when I audit a website is a big click to call phone number in the corner or at the top someplace, and you do have a click to call phone number. I don't know that I would call it big, but it is in the right place, and it does stay with you as you go down the page, so that's fantastic. I would maybe make it a bit larger, maybe make it take up this space here. It may seem ridiculous, but almost 70% of the visitors coming to your site are going to be on their mobile phones, and many of those people are going to be a little lazy. So I always like to say, just put it there, make it easy for them to make that click. Just tap on your phone number and call you up. That's going to help with the conversion rate. Now the rest of this video, I'm going to be less concerned with what people do once they get to your website and more concerned about getting people to your website to begin with. So that's what I'll be focusing on for the rest of this video. Okay, so the next thing would be content. So if I click Control A, try that again. There we go. You can see all this stuff lights up here. This is all the content on your site. This includes the words as well as the images. So you want at least 3,000 words on your homepage, or at least that's what we can suggest to our clients. 3,000 words on the homepage, 1,500 words on the other pages, in order to show Google that you are an expert in your field and that you're the most relevant. And then we also look at the images, what they're saved as. So if I right click on an image, let me unhighlight everything, right click on an image, save image as, I can see this image was saved as Shutterstock blah blah blah. So I can tell you got this from like an online stock images, stock photos thing. So what you want to do is actually re-upload these images, but first save them as specific key phrases that people are actually typing into Google when they're in your service area and looking for your services. So I will show you what key phrases people are actually using. I did a bit of research for you, but first I'm going to introduce you to the tool that I use. This is called Ahrefs, and it gives us an in-depth look into how a website's performing. It's one thing for it to look pretty, as I always say, but it's another thing for it to actually function as a lead generation machine, which is my specialty. So we've got the UR and DR scores here. These are 2 very important metrics. Your UR score is how trustworthy Google thinks that this exact web page is, so in this case your home page. And then your DR score is that same thing, but for your entire website as a whole. You really want them to be about even, and then you also want them to be as high as possible. So how we increase the score not only is with content and with those image optimization like I was talking about, but you also want to go and get more backlinks and referring domains. A backlink is any link from another website that goes back to your website, and a referring domain is any website that has at least one backlink to your site on it. So you've got 22 different websites pointing to your website a total of 264 times. You want to increase this, but be careful as you go out and you get more of these backlinks that they're coming from referring domains that have a high DR score, much higher than yours. I would look at mostly like at least 30s, maybe some 20s, but basically if you have higher, this goes all the way up to 100. So if you can find some 70s, that's going to help to pull you up. It's it's like a popularity contest. You know, if you hang out with the cool kids, you seem cool. If you hang out with the the scammy websites, you're gonna seem scammy, right? So you want to make sure that you're getting good referring domains. And also another aspect of that is that you do want it to be relevant. So another, like say a hardware store in your local area is going to be fairly relevant, right? It's got to do with home improvement, it's got to do with your area, right? But like a clothing shop in LA is just not going to be relevant. Google's not going to see that content and go, oh yeah, that makes sense together. So you do want relevant and high scoring DR referring domains. And then now we get into the keywords. So this is really fun. So so I looked up all of these little areas that are near you. This tool decided which top 10 had the highest search volume. And then I put in different things like hardscapers, hardscape, landscape, drainage, excavation, driveway, retaining, and pavers. And this is what it came up with. Atlanta landscaper. So this would be probably a good one for you to go after. It definitely has a couple of really important features. It's got something that you do, landscaper, and a place that you do it, Atlanta. Those are very important because if it just said landscaper, there would be a lot of people searching for that, but you don't know if that person searching for it is in your area, and most likely they're not. But if it has the word Atlanta there, then you know that they're near the Atlanta area, so that's a good keyword. Now this one has a volume of 500, which means that an average of 500 people every month are typing that into Google, but it has a KD of 18. So KD stands for keyword difficulty, and basically it's on a scale from 0 to 100, how difficult does this tool Ahrefs think it would be to get to the first page of Google? Now, a score of 18 sounds pretty low when it's out of 100, but that's actually a bit higher than we like to go after. We really like to go after like 5 and below, but you know, 10 and below is within reach if you are willing to take the time and make the effort. So this one is maybe not one we would go after right away, or if we do, we would just expect it to take a while to get to that, but it would absolutely be worth it as you are a landscaper in the Atlanta area. If you showed up in that first position, you would expect to get about 30% of those visitors that are coming here. So 30% of 500, honestly, I don't know what that is, but it's a good number, right? Let's see, if 30 times 150, yeah, it's about 150, I believe, people come into your site every month. If you were sitting in the first position, which I am by no means promising you, that would take a while, it would take a lot of effort, but it would happen eventually if you put in the right effort and you know, things worked out. But this one is a bit easier to go after. This one's nice. It's called Pavers Atlanta, which I'm pretty sure that you do offer pavers in the Atlanta area. And that might be a smaller ticket item, but it could lead to some landscaping. And it's the reason I want to go after it, and the reason I want to focus on it for this video is it's got a lower KD with KD of 6. That's going to be a lot easier and a lot faster to be showing results, getting to the first page of Google. And 250 people are typing that into Google each month. So let's see what they see when they do it. When they type in Pavers Atlanta, they see an ad or a couple of ads first. Most people just skip right past that. They have their time and place. They do help, but I'm not going to focus on it for this video. And then we have the map pack. So that's MAPPACK, map pack. And how you get up into the map pack is a little different than how you get into the organic results, which is what I've been focusing on. So I'm going to take a real quick break, tell you how to get up into this spot here, and then we'll go back to organic stuff. So how you get into the map pack is with citations. A citation is similar to a backlink. It is a, you know, a sort of a credibility. It is a reference to your business, but instead of being a link from any other website, it's a listing on a directory. So a listing of your name, address, and phone number, the same exact way that it's spelled on your Google My Business or GMB. And then you're going to take that name, address, and phone number exactly the same way it's written and plaster it all over directories like Yelp, Yext, City Star, White Pages, Yellow Pages. There are tons that will allow you to to list your information on there for free, and there are many paid ones as well. So just take, and look for them, and you'll find the options out there. You can look up business directories and you will absolutely find some there. And then down here, we have the organic results. So this spot right here, this is the #1 organic result, and it gets statistically that 30% of all the visitors that will come to this site page. So 250 people, I think it was 250, are coming to this page each month. I'm terrible with math. I don't know, like 30% of that. 30% will be coming to this page right here. So that's really nice. And so what we're going to do is we're going to look at their website and think, what is it that they're doing right? Why are they showing up in that first position? What can we do better than them so that we can get past them and end up in that first position ourselves, right? That's the attitude we have going into this. And we can see that they're using some definite, they have the areas, what they do, they're using keywords in here, but their content is very shy of that 3,000. So if you had that 3,000 word minimum on your homepage, that would definitely be helping you get ahead here. And then if I right click on this image, I can see if they are taking advantage of that those images and saving them properly, and they are not. Top subpage is definitely not a high volume keyword. So there's another way we can get ahead. And then if I throw them in here to the Ahrefs, I can see that their scores, this is probably why they're really getting ahead here, is because they've got 17 UR, which is about where you are as well. You are, that's funny. And then DR, they've got a 15. This is what's giving them ahead. So they have put quite a bit of effort into ranking not only this one page, but the other pages on their site as well, and that's helping them to get ahead. And then we can actually go in here, this is one last little thing, we can check their organic keywords and see if any of them draw our attention or something we would want to go after as well. So we have this Pavers Atlanta, 250 volume, but then we have Pavers Alpharetta. There's 150 people right there, and that's close enough. You probably also service that area as well. So if they're sitting in the first position for that, and sure enough, they're getting 46 traffic, and that's about 30% of the people coming to that site. And this one down here, it says they're in the second position. I think this is just old news. This was updated last on the 25th. So sometimes these lag a little behind and they're not showing the most recent information, but it'll catch up eventually. All right, so yeah, so these are the ones that they're showing up for. This is my information here for you to get a hold of me. My phone number, my email address. Just a real quick recap for you. You want to increase relevant content on your site. We recommend 3,000 words on the home page, 1,500 on the other pages. Implement backlinks to rank for high volume keywords like Pavers Atlanta, and add citations to directories across the internet to boost your GMB or Google My Business listing up into the map pack, drive more potential clients to your website. I really appreciate your time watching this. I really hope that it helps you in some way, and I look forward to your feedback on whether it was helpful and whether I did a good job explaining these things to you. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.